3 a.m. The city hums faintly beyond the window. A phone glows, unanswered texts burning in the dark. Your mind churns, replaying that argument, the email you didn't send, the news that won't let go. It's not just sleeplessness, it's a loop, endless, familiar, draining. What if the problem isn't the world outside, but the noise inside? What if you're not just awake, but trapped? Every night like this steals something. Not just sleep, your clarity, your strength, your freedom. It's a quiet theft, unnoticed, until the weight feels too heavy to lift. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. The mind is a fortress, but only if you guard the gates, only if you choose what enters." So, what's holding your mind hostage tonight? What's keeping you from the calm you know is there, somewhere? Before you answer, there's a man you should meet. He's been where you are. His story might feel too familiar. A man sits alone, 2 a.m. His apartment is dark, save for the phone's cold glow. Notification pile up, work emails, a friend's sharp text, news alerts screaming chaos. He scrolls, jaw tight, heart racing. One more post, he thinks. One more distraction to drown the noise. He types a reply, fingers shaking with anger. Words spill out, raw, reckless. He hits send. The screen stares back. Regret creeps in, heavy like damp air. He's been here before, night after night, chasing control, only to lose it. His mind spins, a storm with no end. Then he stops, sets the phone down. The room is still. He grabs a notebook, worn at the edges, writes one line, "I can't change them, only me." His breath slows. The words sink in, like stones settling in a riverbed. He writes again, "Today I showed up, that's enough." The storm quiets, not gone, but distant. He lies back, eyes on the ceiling. Sleep doesn't come yet, but peace does. His mind was a battlefield, littered with fights he couldn't win. One choice became the shield. This is where he began, where you might begin. If his nights feel like yours, write one thing you can let go, not for anyone, but for you. Lesson 1. Chasing mental noise. The clock ticks past midnight. Your phone's glow cuts through the dark. Notifications pile like unpaid bills. One more email, one more headline, one more video to drown the hum in your head. It feels harmless, doesn't it? Just a distraction, just a way to unwind. But every swipe pulls you deeper. A labyrinth of half-formed thoughts. A storm of noise you can't escape. This isn't just a habit, it's a thief. It steals your sleep, your clarity, your strength. The mind, stuffed with chaos, can't rest. It churns through the night, replaying fragments. That argument at work, the news alert about a world on fire, the text you didn't answer. You wake up hollow, not rested. Not because life is heavy, but because your mind never stopped. It's a weight you carry, silent, until you're too tired to stand. You've been here before, lying awake, scrolling, hoping the next post will quiet the storm. But it doesn't. It never does. The noise grows louder. Your heart races, not from danger, but from overload. You're not just tired, you're trapped, caught in a cycle you didn't choose. A cycle that feels like control. But it's the opposite. It's surrender to a screen, to a world that doesn't care. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoics saw the mind as a fortress, not a sponge for every distraction. They guarded it fiercely, chose what entered, rejected what drained. A phone isn't the enemy. Your choice to keep scrolling, that's the battle. That's where you lose. or where you win. Tonight, try this. Put the phone down, not later. Now, 5 minutes, no screen. Just you, just your breath. Thoughts will come, loud, demanding. Let them pass, like leaves on a stream. Don't chase them. Don't fight them. Watch them drift. It's not about silencing the mind. It's about choosing what it carries. Start small. One pause. One moment of control. The mind learns what you teach it. Teach it to rest. Teach it to stand firm. You felt the cost of this noise. The foggy mornings. The short temper. The sense that life's slipping through your fingers. You're not alone in this, but you can be the one to stop, to reclaim the quiet, to reclaim yourself. A mind that chases noise never sleeps, but a mind that chooses silence. It's a gate to peace, unlocked by your hand, one choice at a time. Lesson 2. Self-blame for imperfect days. A man sits in his car, engine off. The office parking lot is empty. His day was a mess. Missed a deadline. Barked at a colleague. Forgot to call his mom. He grips the steering wheel, staring at nothing. "I should have been better," he whispers. The words cut, sharp, familiar. He's just trying to grow, isn't he? To hold himself to a standard. But this self-blame, it's a slow bleed. Each should've builds a wall between him and rest, between him and peace. The mind loops, dissecting every flaw. Why didn't you finish that report? Why did you snap? Why can't you get it right? It doesn't unwind, it tightens. Sleep becomes a war. Guilt grows heavier, a stone in his chest. Happiness feels like a reward he hasn't earned, a debt he can't pay. You know this feeling. Lying awake, replaying the day, judging every misstep. The meeting you fumbled, the workout you skipped, the moment you lost your cool. It's not just regret, it's punishment. You're not just seeing your flaws, you're letting them define you. You're carrying them into the night, into your dreams, into tomorrow. And it's not making you better, it's breaking you down. Seneca said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." The Stoics didn't chase perfection. They chased progress. Small, steady. A mistake wasn't a whip. It was a map, showing where to adjust, where to grow. They didn't demand flawless days. They demanded effort. And effort was enough. Tonight, try this. Take a notebook. Write one thing you did well. Maybe you showed up despite the chaos. Maybe you listened when you wanted to shout. Maybe you kept going when you wanted to quit. Don't demand perfection. Demand truth. Replace "I failed" with "I learned." Close the day, not as a verdict, but as a step. Let the rest go. It's not yours to carry. The man in the car feels the weight. Every mistake, a mark against him. He's not just tired, he's trapped. Trapped in a story he tells himself. A story where he's never enough. Where every day must be perfect, or it's worthless. You've been there, haven't you? Replaying the moment you faltered. The email you worded wrong. The promise you broke. Each thought stings, sharp, relentless. It's not just guilt. It's a cage, locking you out of rest, locking you out of peace. But what if you stopped? What if you let the day be just a day? Not a trial, not a sentence. The Stoics knew this secret. They didn't carry their flaws into the night. They studied them, learned from them, then let them go. Progress, not perfection, was their North Star. Every step forward, no matter how small, was enough. Try this tonight. Before the lights go out, write one lesson from today. Maybe you spoke when you wanted to hide. Maybe you tried even when it hurt. Write it down, not to judge, to see. Then close the book. Let the day end. Let it rest. You're not your mistakes. You're the man who keeps moving, who keeps learning, who keeps standing. A mind that punishes itself never rests. It's too busy fighting a war it can't win. But a mind that forgives, it's a river, flowing, steady, free, carrying only what matters. Lesson 3. Controlling the uncontrollable. What's keeping you awake right now? Is it the clock ticking past 2 a.m. or is it something heavier? The meeting tomorrow, words you can't script, the traffic you can't predict, the text you sent and can't take back. You lie there, planning, worrying, gripping, as if holding tighter will change the outcome, as if your mind can bend the world to your will. It feels like preparation, doesn't it? Like you're staying ahead. But this grip, it's a chain. Every what if pulls you further from now, from rest, from clarity. The mind, obsessed with fixing what's not yours, becomes a prisoner. You're not sleeping, you're fighting. Fighting a battle that doesn't exist, a battle you can't win. And the cost? Your energy, your peace, your strength. You've felt this before. The knot in your chest when someone cuts you off in traffic. The heat in your face when a colleague dismisses you. The ache when the news screams chaos you can't fix. You want to control it. The outcome, the opinions, the world. But you can't. And deep down, you know it. Yet the mind keeps clawing, desperate for control. It's not protecting you. It's drowning you, stealing your sleep, stealing your power. Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." The Stoics drew a line in the sand. Your actions, your choices, your responses, those are yours. The rest, the weather, the traffic, the words of others, they belong to the world, not you. Trying to hold them is like grasping water. It slips through, and you're left empty. Tonight, ask yourself, what can't you control? Name it. The boss's opinion, the stock market, the past. Write it down if it helps. Then let it be. Shift to what's yours. Your breath, slow and steady. Your choice to rest, not wrestle. Your decision to stand firm, not react. It's not giving up. It's choosing freedom. It's choosing what you carry and what you leave behind. You've lost nights to this fight. Tossing, turning, planning for a future that's not here. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stop, to draw the line, to reclaim your mind. A mind that clings to the uncontrollable never rests, but a mind that lets go, it's a sky, vast, unburdened, clear. Lesson 4, invisible comparisons. Your mind is a mirror, polished but cracked. It reflects not just you, but them. The co-worker with the corner office, the friend posting his perfect life, the stranger on your feed, always winning. You scroll before bed, eyes heavy, a glance, that's all, just curiosity. But the mirror distorts. Why aren't you there? It whispers. Why aren't you enough? It seems harmless, doesn't it? Just a moment's thought, just measuring where you stand. But these glances, they're shards. Each one cuts deeper. Each one plants a seed of lack. Your mind, once clear, clouds with doubt. The day's winds fade. Your effort feels small. Sleep slips away, restless, haunted. Haunted by a race you didn't sign up for. A race you can't win. You've felt this sting. The late night scroll through curated lives. Their promotions, their vacations, their effortless confidence. You don't say it aloud, but the thought creeps in. They're ahead, you're falling behind. It's not just envy, it's a theft of your peace, of your worth. You lie awake, measuring yourself against shadows. Shadows that aren't real. Shadows that don't know you. And the mirror cracks wider. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor does, but only at what he does himself. The Stoics knew the mirror's lie. Your path is yours, not theirs. Comparing cracks the glass. It blinds you to your own steps, your own strength. The mirror isn't truth. It's a trap. A trap you step into night after night. Tonight, clean the mirror. Turn off the feed. Look at your day. One task you faced. One moment you showed up. Not their life, yours. Their victories belong to them. Your effort, that's enough. Write it down, if it helps. One thing you built today. Hold it, like a stone in your hand. Solid, real. Let the shadows fade. They're not your measure. The mirror will tempt you again. It always does. But you can choose to look at them or at you. A mind caught in comparisons never rests. It's too busy chasing ghosts. But a mind that sees its own worth, it's a mountain. Steady, unmoved, whole. Lesson 5. Clinging to past pain. A man sits alone, lights off. The world is quiet, but his mind is loud. A memory surfaces, uninvited. A betrayal, years old. A failure that still stings. A moment he can't undo. He lingers there, sifting through the hurt, as if holding it will make it right, as if it will change the past. Most men do this. They carry old wounds like badges, replaying the argument that broke a friendship, the job they lost, the words they didn't say. It feels like processing, doesn't it? Like you're working through it. But this clinging, it's a thief. It steals your present. It chains you to a moment that's gone. The mind, trapped in yesterday, weaves a story of regret. It colors every night, every dream, every chance at peace. Now, picture a Stoic. Same pain, same betrayal, same failure. He feels it, deep, raw, but he doesn't stay there. He names the hurt, sees it for what it is. A moment, not a life. He lets it pass, like smoke through open hands. Not because it doesn't matter, because he chooses what he carries. He chooses the present. He chooses strength. You've been the first man, haven't you? Lying awake, gripped by a wound. The boss who humiliated you. The partner who walked away. The chance you missed. It's not just pain. It's a prison. You're not healing. You're bleeding. Night after night, giving power to what's done. Letting it define you. Letting it steal your sleep, your joy, your freedom. Seneca said, "No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have." The Stoics let pain pass, not because it wasn't real, because suffering is a choice. Pain is a visitor. You decide if it stays. You decide if it owns you. Tonight, face the wound. Name it, the betrayal, the mistake, the loss. Speak it, soft, to the dark. The friend who betrayed you, the job that broke you, the words you can't unsay. Write it, if it helps. Then close the page. Ask, what can I build from this? Not what it took, what it taught. Let it rest, let it go. It's not erasure, it's power. You've carried this too long, haven't you? The weight of what was, the shadow of what hurt. It's not just a memory, it's a choice. Every night you let it linger. Every night you give it power. You're not moving forward. You're standing still, trapped in a moment that's no longer yours, robbing yourself of rest, of clarity, of freedom. The Stoic doesn't deny the pain. He feels it, sharp, human, but he sees it for what it is, a wave, not an ocean. He lets it crash, lets it recede. He chooses the present, the next step, the next breath. He builds from the rubble, not a monument to loss, but a foundation for strength. Try this tonight. Name the pain. Speak it, soft, to the dark. The betrayal, the mistake, the loss. Write it, if it helps. Then close the page. Ask, what can this teach? What can this forge? Let the past rest. Not because it didn't hurt, because you're stronger than its hold. You're not alone in this. Every man carries scars, but not every man lets them rule. You can be the one to stop, to release, to reclaim the night. A mind that holds past pain never heals. It's a wound kept open, but a mind that releases, it's a tide, ebbing, flowing, restored. Lesson 6. Waiting for future happiness. You lie awake, eyes tracing cracks in the ceiling, dreaming of a better tomorrow. The promotion, the house, the life that feels right. I'll be happy when the words hum, soft in your mind. When the debt's gone, when the chaos clears, when you're finally free. It's hope, isn't it? A light to chase, a reason to keep going. But this waiting, it's a cage, silent, heavy. Each dream of someday steals today. Each when drains the now. The mind, always reaching, grows restless, anxious, empty, is leaped farthest. Happiness, a debt you can't pay, a prize always out of reach. You've felt this, haven't you? The late nights, planning a life not here, the job that'll fix everything, the moment it'll all make sense. You tell yourself it's coming, soon, just wait. But waiting, it's not living, it's drifting, it's losing. The present slips through your fingers, the warm coffee you didn't taste, the laugh you didn't hear, the breath you didn't feel. Epictetus said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. The Stoics didn't wait for joy. They built it, here, now. Happiness isn't a place, it's a choice, a practice, a step you take. In this moment, tonight, find one thing. This bed, this quiet, this air in your lungs. Hold it, not as a consolation, as enough. Build joy here, not there, not tomorrow, not when. Let the future come, but don't let it own you. It's not waiting, it's choosing. A mind that lives for tomorrow never rests. It's always chasing, always lacking. But a mind that embraces now, it's a flame, steady, burning, alive. Lesson 7. Avoiding silence. A man slumps on his couch, city lights flickering outside. The day's done, but his hand reaches for the remote. Television hums to life. A podcast buzzes in his earbuds. The phone pings, another reel to watch. Anything to fill the quiet, anything to keep the silence at bay. It's just unwinding, right? Just easing into the night. But this noise, it's a shield, a wall against the stillness, against himself. The mind, starved of pause, stays wired. It jumps from one sound to the next, never settling, never resting. Sleep comes, but it's thin, fractured, like a guest who never stays. Peace slips further, buried under static, under a hum he chose, but can't escape. You've been this man, haven't you? Filling every gap with noise. Music to drown the commute, a show to numb the evening, a scroll to chase away the dark. Silence feels heavy, doesn't it? Like it might show you something, something you're not ready to face. The argument you didn't resolve, the dream you let fade, the man you're afraid you're becoming. So you run, not from danger, from quiet, from truth. But the silence isn't empty. It's a mirror. It shows what's real, what's heavy, what's yours to carry or to release. The man on the couch doesn't see this. He keeps the noise loud, keeps the mirror covered, but his sleep betrays him, restless, shallow, haunted by a mind that never slows. A mind that fears what the quiet might say. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." The Stoics sought silence, not as absence, as presence, a space to meet themselves, to see clearly, to choose what stays and what goes. They didn't flee the quiet. They built their strength in it. Tonight, try this. Turn it all off. The screen, the sound, the hum. Sit for 5 minutes. Just you. The discomfort will come. It always does. Breathe through it. Let it rise like a wave. Let it fall. Ask, what's here in this quiet? What's true? It's not running. It's meeting yourself. You've lost nights to noise, to distraction, to fear of what the silence holds. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stop, to face the mirror, to find the calm. A mind that flees silence never sleeps deeply. It's too busy running. But a mind that embraces it, it's a forest at dawn. Still, awake, a whole. Lesson 8. Seeking external validation. Whose voice do you hear when the room is dark? Your boss nodding at your work? Your friend liking your post? The stranger who clapped for your pitch? You lie awake, chasing their words, their approval, their proof you're enough. It's just human, isn't it? Wanting to be seen, wanting to matter. But this hunger, it's a hook. It pulls you from your center, ties your worth to their eyes, their whims, their silence. The mind scans, restless, for a sign. Did they notice? Did they care? Did you measure up? Sleep falters, broken by doubts. Doubts you can't silence. Doubts that aren't yours. You've felt this pull, haven't you? Checking your phone for a reply. Replaying the meeting, searching for praise. Waiting for a nod that never comes. It's not just wanting respect. It's needing it. From them, from anyone. And when it's not there, you crumble. Not because you failed, because you let them decide your worth. Seneca said, "Why should I need the judgment of another? My own is enough." The Stoics built their pride inside, not on applause, not on likes, on effort, on truth. They stood tall, not for others, but for themselves. Their measure was their own, unshaken, unbought. You're not sleeping, are you? You're waiting, waiting for their nod, their words, their proof you're enough. It's a trap you've walked into, night after night, chasing a verdict that's not yours to claim. You've given them the reins, to your mind, to your peace, and now you're paying for it. The Stoics didn't beg for approval. They built their worth from within, a quiet pride forged in effort, in honesty, in choice. They didn't need the crowd's cheer. They stood alone, steady, their own judge, their own anchor. You can do this too. You can stop seeking what you already have. Tonight, ask this. Did you do your best today? Not for them, for you. Name one act you're proud of, a word you spoke true, a task you gave your all. Write it down, hold it. Their silence isn't your failure. Your effort, that's your strength. You've lost nights to this chase, to the need for their eyes, their words. You're not alone, but you can be the one to break free, to stand firm, to reclaim your worth. A mind that seeks others' approval never rests. It's always begging, always empty, but a mind that trusts itself. It's a star, steady, shining, unmoved. Lesson 9. Overlooking small joys. Your life is a canvas, rich with color but blurred. You paint it with what's missing, the rays you didn't get, the trip you didn't take, the life you haven't built. You lie in bed, eyes heavy. The day feels gray, incomplete. So you skip the brushstrokes already there, the warmth of a meal, the stranger's smile, the fact you're still here. It's just another day, isn't it? Nothing special, nothing worth noticing. But this oversight, it's a slow fade. Each ignored moment dims the canvas. Each skipped joy steals a shade of light. The mind, fixed on what's gone, grows heavy. Sleep becomes a chore, not a refuge. Happiness, a distant star, lost in the haze, lost in what you don't have. You've done this, haven't you? Collapsed into bed, counting losses. The project that stalled, the argument that lingered, the goal you didn't hit. You let them paint the day, let them define it. But what about the rest? The coffee you sipped, warm in your hands. The song that caught your ear. The moment you laughed, even briefly. You walked past them, didn't you? Like they didn't matter, like they weren't enough. Epictetus taught, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. The Stoics saw the canvas clearly. They painted with what was there. A warm bed, a quiet morning, a breath drawn deep. They didn't wait for grand victories. They found richness in the ordinary, turned enough into plenty. The canvas wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. Tonight, repaint the day. Name 3 small joys. The pillow under your head, the breeze through the window, the fact you're still fighting. Hold them like colors in your hand. Not trivial, not small. Anchors. Write them down, if it helps. See them. Let them paint the night. Not with lack, but with presence. You've let days slip by. Grade them with what's missing. You're not alone, but you can be the one to to stop, to paint with what's here. A mind that overlooks joy never finds peace. It's always searching, always lacking. But a mind that cherishes the small. It's a hearth. Warm, glowing, full. Lesson 10. Judging days by what's undone. The pillow catches your head, but the mind's already working, ticking off the failures. The email you didn't send, the workout you skipped, the call you meant to make. You measure the day by its holes, by what's not done, as if only a full checklist counts. It's just accountability, right? Just keeping yourself honest. But this lens, it's a thief. It blinds you to what was, to what you built. Each unchecked box grows larger, each missed task, a weight. The mind churns, restless, tallying losses. Sleep becomes a grudging pause, not a reset, not a refuge. Happiness feels like a reward you haven't earned, a finish line you didn't cross. You've been here, haven't you? Lying awake, counting what fell short. The project you didn't finish, the meeting you didn't nail, the promise you let slide. It's not just disappointment, it's judgment. You're not seeing the day. You're sentencing it, and yourself. You're letting the undone define you, stealing your rest, stealing your strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you've done your best, what more is there? The rest is not in your power." The Stoics didn't count unchecked boxes. They counted effort. Each step, no matter how small, was a brick, building character, building a life. They judged the day by what they gave, not what they missed. A day wasn't a race to finish. It was a chance to show up. Tonight, shift the scale. Name one thing you gave your all to. A kind word to a coworker. A task you tackled, even half done. A moment you stayed steady. Write it down, if it helps. Not what's left. What you built. Let the undone wait. It's not your master. Your effort, that's enough. Close the day, not with failure, but with pride. You've lost nights to this tally, to the voice that says you're not enough. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stop, to see the day for what it was. A step, not a verdict. A mind that counts only flaws, never rests. It's too busy condemning, but a mind that honors its work, it's a mason, laying stones. Steady, proud. Lesson 11. Fearing what hasn't happened. A man lies in the dark. His heart races, not from the day, but from tomorrow. The presentation he might fumble, the argument that could erupt, the news that might break. He rehearses every scenario, every misstep, every disaster, as if worrying will brace him, as if fear will save him. Most men do this. They live in the shadow of what's not here. They see the future as a storm, a threat to outrun. They grip their thoughts, tight, frantic, planning, predicting, fighting. It feels like caution, doesn't it? Like you're staying ready. But this fear, it's a shadow. It grows in the quiet. It steals your now, your sleep, your calm. Now picture a Stoic. Same tomorrow, same unknowns, same risks. He feels the weight, human, real. But he doesn't run. He stands. He asks, can I control this? If yes, he acts. If no, he lets it be. He trusts his strength to meet what comes, not to predict it, not to fight it now. He chooses clarity, not caves. You've been the first man, haven't you? Lying awake, imagining the worst. The deal that might fall through. The words you might regret. The future you can't see. It's not just worry, it's a prison. You're not preparing. You're suffering. Before anything's happened, before the day's begun, you're giving power to ghosts, letting them steal your peace. Seneca said, you suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The Stoics didn't dread the unknown. They faced it. They prepared their minds, not their fears. They knew the future isn't yours to hold, but your response, that's yours. That's where your strength lies. Tonight, try this. Name one fear. Tomorrow's meeting. The bill you can't pay. The choice you're not ready for. Ask, can you face it? If it comes, you can. You've faced worse. Write it down if it helps. Then let it go. Say, I'll meet it when it's here. Trust your strength, not your worry. It's not denial, it's courage. You've lost nights to this shadow, to the weight of what might be. You're not alone. Every man fears the unknown, but not every man lets it rule. You can be the one to stand, to face tomorrow, not fight it now, to reclaim your sleep, your calm. A mind that fears the future never rests. It's too busy running. But a mind that trusts itself, it's a sailor, steady on any wave, calm in any storm. Lesson 12. Treating sleep as a chore. You push through the night. Emails unanswered. Dishes piled high. One more episode. Eyes burn. Body aches. But you keep going. Sleep's just a box to check. A task to squeeze in. Something you'll do. When it's all done. It's just time management, isn't it? Just getting it all in. But this push, it's a betrayal, a theft of your own strength. The mind, stretched thin, doesn't rest. It stumbles. The body, ignored, doesn't heal. It breaks. Sleep isn't a chore. It's a ritual, a forge for your soul. You've treated it like a nuisance, haven't you? Pushing past midnight. Fighting the heaviness, telling yourself you'll rest when it's earned. But what's the cost? Fogged mornings, short tempers, a life half-lived. You're not just tired, you're starving for rest, for peace. Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. The Stoics saw sleep as sacred, not weakness, not surrender. A renewal, a sharpening of the blade. They honored it, prepared for it, guarded it. Tonight, make it different. Set a time, dim the lights, leave the world behind. Write one thought, breathe 10 breaths. Slow, deep, let the day go. Let the fight go. It's not a chore, it's a choice. To rebuild, to restore. You've pushed too long, fought too hard. Lost too much. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stop, to honor the night. A mind that dismisses sleep never thrives. It's always dragging, always half. But a mind that guards it, it's a temple, hallowed, strong, Restored. Lesson 13. Running from tough emotions. A man stands in his kitchen, lights low. The day's done, but a knot lingers. A missed deadline, sharp words from a boss. A fight with his brother, still unresolved. He feels it, tight, in his chest. Anger, frustration, hurt. He grabs a beer, flips on the television. Anything to blur it away. Anything to not feel. It's just shaking it off, right? Just moving on. But this running, it's a DEBT. Those emotions don't vanish. They fester. They hum, low, in the back of his mind. The anger grows sharper. The hurt, deeper. Sleep comes, but it's jagged, restless. A night haunted by what he won't face. Peace drifts further, lost in the static, lost in the feelings he buried. You've been this man, haven't you? Pushing down the sting. The argument that cut too deep. The failure that still burns. The fear you don't name. You turn up the music. Scroll through your phone. Pour another drink. Anything to outrun it. But it's still there. Isn't it? Waiting in the quiet. Stealing your sleep. Stealing your strength. The man in the kitchen doesn't know this. He thinks running is winning. He thinks burying is healing. But his dreams betray him. They replay the day's pain, twist it into something heavier. His body stays tense, even in sleep. His mind, a battlefield he didn't choose. He's not escaping. He's trapped, caged by what he won't face. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them." The Stoics didn't flee their feelings. They met them, named them, understood them. Anger was a signal, hurt, a teacher, fear, a guide. They felt deeply, but chose their response. They didn't run, they stood. Tonight, try this. Sit with the knot, name it. Anger at your boss. Sadness for a lost chance. Fear of what's next. Don't fix it, don't flee it. Breathe through it, like a gust of wind. Ask, what's this telling me? What's this forging? Write it, if it helps. Let it be, without fighting. It's not weakness, it's clarity. You've spent nights running, dodging what's real, paying the price in restless hours. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stop, to face what's yours, to find the calm beyond the storm. A mind that flees its feelings never rests. It's always hiding, always raw. But a mind that faces them, it's a cliff. Battered, but standing, firm. Lesson 14. Expecting perfect days. What do you see when you close your eyes? A day where it all goes, right? Every task checked off, every word perfectly chosen, every plan unfolding, smooth, flawless. You map it out, don't you? Tomorrow's blueprint. No delays, no mistakes, no chaos. It's just planning, isn't it? Just setting the stage. But this map, it's a trap. It binds you to an illusion. A day that life doesn't owe. When the world veers, traffic jams, a sick kid, a forgotten email. You reel, not just from the snag, from the betrayal. The mind spins, stung by what didn't fit. Sleep sours, tangled in disappointment. Each unmet plan, a crack in your cam. Happiness feels like a script you can't follow, a stage you can't step onto. You've carried this, haven't you? The weight of a perfect tomorrow. The checklist that never bends. The day you demand to be flawless. When it breaks, you break. Not because life failed, because you expected it to obey. You're not just planning, you're fighting a world that moves on its own. And the cost? Your rest, your peace, your strength. Seneca said, "You must change the way you anticipate things. It is folly to expect only good." The Stoics planned, but they braced for chaos. They built their peace on effort, not outcomes. They knew life twists, shifts, spills. They didn't demand perfection. They demanded presence. A day wasn't a test to pass. It was a chance to stand. Tonight, try this. Plan your day. Then let it go. Whisper, "I'll do my best." That's enough. Expect effort, not perfection. Welcome the mess, the delays, the surprises. They're not failures. They're the dance of life. Write it down if it helps. One thing you'll give tomorrow. Let the rest unfold. It's not lowering standards. It's freedom. You've lost nights to this illusion, to the need for a day without flaws. You're not alone, but you can be the one to release, to meet life as it is, to sleep, not in defeat, but in trust. A mind that demands perfection never rests. It's always chasing, always tense. But a mind that accepts the imperfect, it's a riverbed, shaped by the flow, steady. Lesson 15. Forgetting everything's temporary. Your life is a breeze, soft, fleeting, untamed. It brushes your skin, then moves on, but you grip it tight. A worry, heavy as stone. A regret, sharp as glass. A moment you think will last forever. You lie awake, holding fast, as if clutching will keep it, as if it's yours to own. It feels real, doesn't it? This weight, this pain, this fear that it defines you. But this grip, it's an anchor. It sinks you into a cycle of dread. The mind, tangled in what feels permanent, churns. Sleep fragments, haunted by a moment you've made eternal. Joy fades, smothered by what you won't release, by what you think will stay. You've done this, haven't you? Clinging to a bill unpaid, a choice you regret, a future you can't see. It feels like it's everything, like it's you. The argument that broke you, the failure that marked you, the loss that won't fade. You hold it tight, unyielding, as if letting go means losing. But it's not holding you, you're holding it, and it's pulling you down. Epictetus taught, everything is borrowed. We are tenants, not owners. The Stoics saw the breeze for what it was. Pain passe, joy pass, even you pass. They held lightly, not with indifference, with wisdom. They knew nothing stays, not the wound, not the victory, not the day. They let it move, like air through open hands. Tonight, feel the breeze. Name what you grip. The worry that feels like forever. The regret that cuts. The fear that binds. See it soft, fleeting. Say, this too will pass. Picture it fading, like mist under dawn. Hold only what's yours. Your choice. Your heart. Your next breath. Write it, if it helps. Let it move. It's not indifference, it's freedom. You've carried weights too long, made them permanent, made them you. You're not alone, but you can be the one to let go, to see the breeze, to sleep, not in fear, but in flow. A mind that treats the temporary as eternal never rests. It's always sinking, always heavy, but a mind that lets it pass. It's a horizon, vast, fleeting, clear. Lesson 16. Seeing life as a burden. You slump into bed. The day's weight presses hard. Emails unanswered, piling like debts. Bills looming, numbers that haunt. A friend's slight, a sting you can't shake. Life feels like a stack of stones, each one heavier, each one yours to carry. It's just getting through, isn't it? Just doing what must be done. But this mindset, it's a cage. It turns every moment into a task, every choice into a chore. The mind buckles, grinding under a load it's made heavier. Sleep comes fitfully, shadowed by duty, by a world you've cast as a weight. Happiness shrinks, crowded out by obligation, by a life you've named a burden. You felt this, haven't you? Dragging through the day, shoulders tight. The meeting you dread, the errands you resent, the responsibilities you can't escape. It's not just fatigue, It's a story, one you tell yourself. That life is a grind, that you must bear it, that there's no other way. You're not living, you're enduring, and it's stealing your sleep, your joy, your strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoics saw life as a canvas, not a yoke. They met each moment with purpose, not resentment. A task wasn't a chain, it was a chance to act, to grow, to shape. They didn't carry life, they built it, one choice at a time. Tonight, reframe the weight. Pick one burden: the dishes in the sink, the email you've delayed, the call you owe. Ask, how is this a chance? To show up? To create order? To connect? Wash the dishes, not as a chore, but as a rhythm. Write the email, not as a duty, but as a voice. Make the call, not as an obligation, but as a bridge. It's not denial, it's mastery. Choose purpose over pressure. You've carried this story too long. That life is a load to bear, that you have no choice. You're not alone, but you can be the one to change it, to see the canvas, to paint with intent. A mind that sees only burdens never rests. It's always straining, always heavy, but a mind that finds meaning, it's a weaver, threading purpose, calm, alive. Lesson 17. Tying worth to fragile things. A man sits at his desk, late. The screen glows, numbers in red. His bank account, thinner than last month. He thinks of his title, hard-earned. Manager, leader. The likes on his last post, fading. These are his anchors, his proof. He holds them close, measuring himself by what he's gained, by what he shows. Most men do this. They tie their worth to things that shift. Money that drains, titles that change, praise that fades. They build their value on sand, and when it slips, they crumble. The mind spins, unmoored, restless. Sleep frays, haunted by what's not secure. Joy falters, bound to what can't last. Now picture a Stoic, same desk, same numbers, some fleeting praise. He sees them, feels their weight, but he doesn't tie himself to them. His worth isn't in the bank, or the title, or the applause. It's in his choice, his honesty, his effort. He stands firm, not on sand, but on stone. You've been the first man, haven't you? Checking your account, heart sinking, replaying the meeting, craving a nod, counting followers, chasing a number. It's not just pride, it's a need to be seen, to be enough. But when the numbers drop, when the title's gone, when the crowd moves on, you're left empty, not because you lost, because you gave them your worth. Seneca said, "What you are is not what you have or what you do, but what you choose to be." The Stoics rooted their value deep, in character, in resilience, in truth. They built a self no storm could shake, no loss could break. They stood, not for others, but for themselves. Tonight, try this. Strip it back. Name one thing you did today, something no one can take. A moment of kindness, a choice made true, a step you took, despite the weight. That's you, not your bank account, not your title, not their applause. Write it down, if it helps. Hold it, like a stone in your palm. Let the fragile slip like sand through fingers. It's not loss, it's freedom. You've tied yourself to these things too long, to numbers that shift, to praise that fades, to a worth that's not yours to prove. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stand, to root yourself deep, to sleep, not in doubt, but in truth. A mind chained to the fragile never rests. It's always teetering, always afraid, but a mind that stands alone It's a pillar. Unyielding. True. Lesson 18. Believing busyness equals value. You burn through the night. Emails piling. Tasks spilling. One more call. The screen glows. The clock ticks. You can't stop. Busyness. It's your badge. Your proof. If you're moving, you're enough. If you're working, you're worthy. Rest feels like failure, a betrayal of hustle, a surrender to weakness. It's just drive, isn't it? Just showing you're enough. But this race, it's a drain, a theft of your core. The mind, always running, never lands, never heals. Sleep slips away. A thief you invited, a cost you shows. Happiness buried under more, under next, under never enough. You've lived this, haven't you? Answering emails at midnight, tweaking that project till dawn, scrolling for inspiration that numbs. You tell yourself, it's progress, it's value, it's you, but it's not. It's a lie, a trap you built. The hours bleed, the body begs, the mind frays. Epictetus taught, it is not things that disturb us, but our opinions of them. The Stoics valued action, but they prized pause, a moment to sharpen, to align, to be. Stillness wasn't lazy, it was power, a choice to reclaim. Tonight, stop, set the phone down, close the laptop. 10 minutes, just you, just breath. Let the world spin without you. For once, you're not falling behind. You're finding yourself. Ask, what's driving this? What's enough? It's not idleness. It's wisdom. It's strength. You've run too long, chased a value that's not yours, paid with nights that aren't yours. You're not alone, but you can be the one to pause, to rest, to rise. A mind that must always run never thrives. It's always empty, always chasing. But a mind that dares to pause, it's a blade, honed, ready, sharp. Lesson 19. Repeating negative self-stories. A man sits on his bed, lights off. The room is still, but his mind is loud. A voice whispers, familiar, cruel. You're not good enough. You always mess up. You'll never get it right. He doesn't argue. He listens, nods, as if it's truth. It's just a thought, he tells himself. Just being real, just facing facts. But these words, they're ACID. Each one etches deeper, carving grooves in his mind, shaping how he sees himself. The day's small wins fade. The effort he gave, erased. Sleep comes, but it's heavy, restless. A stage for self-judgment. Happiness, a shore he can't reach, tethered to a story he keeps telling. A story that breaks him. You've heard this voice, haven't you? In the dark, when no one's there. After the meeting that went wrong, the goal you didn't hit, the moment you faltered. I'm a failure, it says. I'm not enough. You don't fight it. You let it play. Let it define you. It's not just doubt. It's a sentence. You're not just thinking. You're binding yourself to a version of you that's less than whole. The man on the bed doesn't see this. He thinks the voice is him, thinks it's truth, but it's a script. One he's written. One he repeats, night after night. It colors his dreams, his mornings, his life. He's not growing. He's shrinking, caged by words he could change. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." The Stoics crafted their inner voice, chose words that built, not broke. They spoke of effort, of resilience, of truth. They didn't let lies take root. They shaped their story with care, with power. Tonight, rewrite the script. Name one strength, your patience in chaos, your grit through pain, a time you kept going. Speak it, soft, like a vow. I am enough. Write it if it helps. Let it sink in. Replace the lie with truth. It's not arrogance. It's reclaiming. You've let this voice rule too long. Let it carve you down. Let it steal your sleep. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stop, to speak a new story, to rise as you. A mind that tells itself it's broken never rests. It's always tearing, always less, but a mind that speaks its worth. It's a scroll, inked with truth, unfolded. Lesson 20. Choosing comfort over growth. What did you avoid today? That email you didn't write? The truth you didn't face? The step you didn't take? You sank into the couch instead, scrolled for laughs, watched another episode, chose the easy path. The soft one. It felt good, didn't it? A break from the grind, a moment of relief. But this choice, it's a drift, a slow slide from who you could be. The mind, lulled by comfort, grows soft, unchallenged, unsharp. Sleep may come, but it's empty, lacking the weight of a day well lived. Happiness fades, traded for fleeting ease, for a warmth that doesn't last. You've chosen this path, haven't you? Skipped the journal, too tired. Dodged the hard talk, too messy. Put off the goal, too big. You told yourself it's fine. Just one night, just recharging. But it's not one night, is it? It's a habit, a pattern that dulls you, that keeps you small. Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. The Stoics leaned into the hard, not for pain, for growth. They faced what stretched them, what forged them. Comfort was a guest, not a home. They built their strength in the uneasy, in the challenge. They chose the forge, not the cushion. They grew where it hurt, where it stretched. What are you choosing right now, in this moment? The soft hum of distraction, the warm pull of ease, or the sharp edge of growth? You felt the cost of comfort, the mornings that feel hollow, the days that blend, unchanging, the life that stays small. You're not just resting, you're hiding from the work, from the truth, from you. Tonight, lean in. Pick one challenge. Write a line about your day. Face a thought you've dodged. Take a step you've delayed. Feel the unease. It's not the enemy. It's the fire that shapes you, that sharpens you. Write it down if it helps. One hard thing you faced. Hold it, not as pain, but as power. It's not suffering, it's building. You've chosen comfort too long. Let it keep you soft. Let it steal your edge. You're not alone, but you can be the one to rise, to face the forge, to sleep, not in escape, but in strength. A mind that craves only comfort never thrives. It's always soft, always less. But a mind that seeks growth, it's a sword, tempered, fierce, ready. Lesson 21. Needing to solve everything now. Your mind is a river, rushing, relentless, carving stone. It carries everything. The argument you didn't settle, the plan for next week, the worry that won't wait. You lie awake, the current pulling. You'll sleep when it's sorted, when the pieces fit, when the river calms. It's just tying up loose ends, right? Just clearing the way. But this rush, it's a flood. It drowns your calm, sweeps away your rest. The mind, caught in the current, spins, fixing, planning, solving. Every what if, a rock in the flow. Every unanswered question, a dam. Sleep fades, lost in the churn. Happiness, a bank you can't reach. Washed away by a need to solve now. You've been swept up, haven't you? Lying in the dark, untangling tomorrow. The email you need to send. The conversation you need to win. The problem you need to crack. You tell yourself, just one more thought, just one more answer. But the river keeps moving, faster, heavier. It's not solving, it's sinking. You're not finding answers. you're losing peace. Epictetus taught, some things are in our control and others not. Work on the former and let the latter be. The Stoics saw the rivers flow. They didn't fight it. They steered. They chose what to carry, what to release. Not every question needs an answer tonight. Not every knot needs untying now. They trusted time to reveal what haste obscures. They let the river run and found the calm. Tonight, step out of the current. Name one thing you're trying to fix. The argument with your friend, the deadline looming, the fear you can't name. See it, rushing, wild. Say, this is for tomorrow. Let it flow past, like water over stone. Choose what's yours. Your breath, slow and steady. Your rest, claimed now. Your mind, still at last. Write it if it helps. Let the river run. It's not avoidance. It's timing. You've drowned in this current too long. Fought waves that weren't yours. Lost nights that were. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stand, to step ashore, to sleep, not in chaos, but in trust. A mind that must solve everything now never rests. It's always rushing, always lost. But a mind that trusts the moment, it's a tide. Patient, flowing, sure. Lesson 22. Trading time for distractions. The phone glows, casting shadows. You're in bed, but not resting. Scrolling through reels, memes, arguments. One more video, one more post, one more click to fill the void. It's just a way to unwind, right? Just a few minutes before sleep. No harm done. But this scrolling, it's a theft. Time, your most precious coin, slips away. Hours traded for nothing, for noise that leaves no mark. The mind, stuffed with trivia, hums, restless, scattered. Sleep comes, but it's shallow, fleeting, a haze of half-thoughts, half-dreams. Happiness dims, buried under moments you gave away. Under distractions that mean nothing. You've done this, haven't you? Lost an hour to a thread you didn't care about. Watched a show you forgot by morning. Clicked through ads that pulled you in. You tell yourself it's relaxing, it's harmless, but it's not. It's a trade. Your time for their noise, your focus for their chaos, your life for their game. You're not unwinding, you're unraveling, losing hours you'll never get back, losing sleep, losing yo. Marcus Aurelius wrote, think of how much you could have achieved if you'd spent that time on yourself. The Stoics guarded their hours like gold. They chose what fed their soul, a book, a thought, a moment of clarity. They didn't let the world steal their time. They claimed it, built with it, lived it. Every second was theirs. Not the crowds, not the noises. Tonight, reclaim your time. Turn off the screen. Pick up a book, even one page. Write a thought, even one line. Sit with yourself, even 1 minute. Ask, what deserves my time? What builds me? What's mine? Give it to purpose, not distraction. It's not loss, it's ownership. Choose what fills your hours. Choose what fills your mind. You've given too much away. Hours to screens, nights to noise, life to nothing. You're not alone, but you can be the one to stop, to take back your time, to sleep, not in haze, but in clarity. A mind that trades time for distractions never rests. It's always drifting, always empty. But a mind that honors its hours, it's a vault, holding treasures, secure. Lesson 23. Clinging to temporary roles. A man stands in his office, door closed. His nameplate gleams. Director. He's the one who leads, the one who fixes, the one everyone counts on. He grips these roles tight. They're his armor, his proof. He defines himself by them, by what he does, by who he's seen as. Most men do this. They wrap themselves in titles: manager, father, friend. They hold these roles like lifelines, as if they're the man himself. But roles shift, jobs end, kids grow, friends fade. And when they do, the mind trembles, unmoored, lost. Sleep fractures, haunted by a self tied to what's not forever. Joy falters, bound to labels that won't last. Now picture a Stoic. Same office, same nameplate, same roles. He plays them, fully, fiercely. But he knows they're not him. His worth isn't in the title, or the duty, or the applause. It's in his core, his choices, his truth. He stands firm, not on roles, but on himself. You've been the first man, haven't you? Clinging to what you do. The leader who can't fail, the provider who can't falter, the friend who must always show up. You wear these roles like chains, fearing their loss, fearing who you'd be without them. It's not just duty, it's a trap. You're not living, you're performing. And when the role slips, you fall. Seneca said, "What you are is not what you have or what you do, but what you choose to be." The Stoics rooted their identity deep in virtue, in resilience, in what no one could take. They wore roles lightly, served them, not owned them. They stood, not for the nameplate, but for their truth. Tonight, try this. Step back. Beneath the titles, who are you? Name one choice that's yours alone. A moment of honesty, a stand you took, a truth you held. That's your core, not the nameplate, not the role. Write it down if it helps. Hold it like a flame in the dark. Let the roles serve you, not own you. It's not detachment, it's truth. You've clung to these roles too long. Let them define you, let them chain you. You're not alone, but you can be the one to break free, to stand as yourself, to sleep not in fear, but in certainty. A mind chained to roles never rests. It's always shifting, always afraid. But a mind that knows itself, it's a core, unchanging, eternal. Lesson 24. Seeking meaning in distant goals. You lie in the dark, chasing a horizon, a purpose grand, unshakable, a legacy to leave, something bigger than this day, than this life. You yearn for it, the cause that matters, the mark that lasts, the WHY that makes it all right. It's a search, isn't it? A quest for meaning, for more. But this chase, it's a drift, a pull from now. Each step toward someday leaves today behind. Each dream of then dulls the now. The mind, always stretching, grows weary, disconnected. Sleep eludes you. A vague ache lingers for what's not here. Happiness, always beyond, always elsewhere. You've felt this, haven't you? The nights spent dreaming of a life that's bigger, a goal that defines you, a purpose that saves. You tell yourself, it's out there, waiting, just reach it. But the day passes, unseen. The small tasks, trivial. The quiet moments, empty. Epictetus taught, the chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so I can say clearly to myself which are externals. The Stoics found purpose here, in the now, in each choice, each act of courage, each moment lived well. Meaning wasn't a mountain to climb, it was a stone to place. Here, today, tonight, find it. One moment, a task done with care, a word spoken true. Hold it, not as small, as everything. Ask, how can this matter? How can this be? Build purpose now, not beyond, not later. It's not settling, it's grounding.